What's up everybody and welcome, this is Carl93 and today we'll be taking a look at the metal robot Gundam BARBATOS LUPUS. Tekadan's White Wolf, named after the 8th demon of the Ars Gatia, and Mikazuki's lead Gundam from the first half of Iron-Blooded Orphans Season 2. A bit of a background, this figure has been a long time coming. Originally teased under the Robot Damashi line from when IBO was still airing. Time has passed since then, and with no substantial updates, it seemed the Robot Damashi Lupus would be nothing more than a teaser image. However, in late 2019, news broke and Bandai revealed that its upgraded form, the Lupus Rex, was receiving a metal robot figure. And ever since the announcement, coupled with the Rex's overwhelming success, it was only a matter of time for the Lupus to follow the same path. And let me just start with saying that the Lupus is my preferred form of the Barbatos. It's the perfect midpoint between the default Barbatos and the Rex. With that being said, this figure greatly translates the Barbatos Lupus in figure form. It maintains the common design traits associated with your typical lead Gundam, meaning the predominantly white body with instances of red, blue, and yellow, or in this case gold, detailing. But what makes the Lupus stand out is its unique silhouette, with its overly long arms and clawed edges, making it look a bit more ferocious than your average lead Gundam. Coupled with instances of color separation, sharply painted power symbols, metallic detailing that peeks through, and that awesome looking head sculpt, and I could say that this figure is one of the best looking Barbatos Lupus that we've gotten. Articulation starts at the head with the usual basic motions. The base of the neck can also be pulled a bit further. The shoulder pads are on a ball joint and the red parts can open up. The arms can move to the side, move forward, and move around. It has a bicep swivel, single bend at the elbows, upper body swivel, upper body crunch, moving front skirts, moving side skirts. We have a thigh swivel, legs can go forward, legs can go sideways, double bend at the knee, pivoting foot, and an extreme toe bend. Articulation is exactly what you'd expect, although some oversized parts, namely the side skirts, tend to make posing a bit awkward. Moving on to accessories, and we get 3 sets of alternate hands. As for weapons, we get a pair of 200mm guns that attaches to the figure's forearm. The ends of the guns can be easily switched for 2 other configurations. The Barbatos is more of a close-range attacker though, as evidenced with the slew of melee weapons it comes with, starting with a pair of twin maces that easily slides in the weapon-holding hands. And as expected, the Lupus comes with its signature weapon, the Sword Mace. And in a total out-of-left-field inclusion, the Lupus comes with an oversized, unfamiliar-looking sword. And that's because this weapon, the Valkyrie Buster, does not belong to the Lupus, but instead, it belongs to the Helmwich Shrine Car. It's the weapon that Mikazuki borrowed to take down the mobile armor, Hashmal. It does tend to weigh down the figure's grip though, but that's why you get a set of joint parts that can assist the Lupus while posing. Just plug it in the included stand, and if you want to remove the limiters and cast off all restrictions, the Lupus comes with an eye light effect part that's attached to a separate V-fin. Just switch it out accordingly, and the Lupus is ready to stomp through the battlefield. And for those who own the metal robot Lupus Rex, you'll be pleased to know that the Lupus can wield the ultra-large mace. Of course, weapon storage is always an option, and it comes in the form of these 2 small attachments. Just plug it in the figure's backpack, and it can pretty much store the melee weapons included. A quick size comparison, here's the Lupus next to Robot Spirit's Gundam, metal robot Lupus Rex. And here's the Lupus next to another mecha that has a tendency to go berserk, the 3-0 Ava Unit 1. When the metal robot Barbatos Lupus got announced, I expected nothing less than a great figure, and I'm happy to report that it met my expectations, and even in some instances, surpassed them. The figure comes with fantastic paint applications, the perfect amount of accessories, and a hefty amount of diecast content that's expected with Bandai's metal robot line. As for the negatives, well, it has a sliding fake cockpit gimmick, and it unfortunately broke off when I was playing with it off camera. The instructions does mention the part being delicate, and I found that out the hard way. However, I'm not deducting any points on what's clearly user error. I just wished maybe the connection would have been die-cast or a sturdier type of plastic. On to what some people may ask, and that's, if you could only choose between the metal robot Lupus or the Lupus Rex, which would you choose? Well, it comes down to personal preference, but I've mentioned at the beginning, the Lupus is my preferred version of the Barbatos. Ultimately though, you really can't go wrong with either. Just choose the one that you like the most, and that's the correct answer.